This week, we discuss Final Fantasy XV Kingsglaive. Hulu brings back Animaniacs, and Corey teaches us how to access the dark web. Turn that volume up. You're listening to the Animation Station podcast. Get your stutters out of the way.
Today, Junior.
Get your stutters out of the way. And then you can do stuff like, welcome to the Animation Station podcast, episode 76. My name is Josh.
My name's Corey.
I'm Jennifer. Corey's wife.
There you go. I was expecting Corey to be like, and this is my wife.
He's
Nope.
not that nice.
No,
she's got
apparently
it.
not.
She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no man.
That I am.
All right, so we have a special episode today. Today we are going to be reviewing Final Fantasy. Did they put the 15 on it, or is it just Final Fantasy Kingsglaive?
Just Final
Fantasy
Kings.
15 Kingsglaive?
That works. Either one works.
Okay. Jeez.
It should just be Kingsglaive.
It just should be, so no Final Fantasy at all. They just call it Kingsglaive.
A Final Fantasy story.
A Final Fantasy story. So it's Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, Corey, do you have anything in the news? I know one big thing happened this week.
One big thing that I'm extremely happy about is Animaniacs has been renewed for season 2 on Hulu.
Yes, but there is a caveat, being we won't get it until 2020.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Steven Spielberg is executive producing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, it's not set to release until 2020.
That's disappointing.
It's
All right.
very disappointing. It's like when they announce a game, but the game's like 5 years in the future.
Like Final Fantasy 15 was.
Like Final Fantasy
but it was
15,
10 years.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's one of those you're like, oh, okay, I'll just sit here and wait for 7.5 years.
Okay. Well, maybe Godzilla will come out before then.
Maybe. That's a maybe.
Yep.
Then you have another bit of news.
Only other one I have is Amazon Prime had an anime subscription called Anime Strike. A lot of people are upset because you had to pay for Amazon Prime and then pay a $5 charge as well for Strike. As of this week, they completely removed it. There's no more paying the extra fee for it. So if you have Amazon Prime, you automatically get all the extra anime stuff.
Which is crazy considering I didn't even know there was such a thing called Anime Strike.
They have a lot of people were kind of on the fence with it because it did get exclusive rights to a couple of anime that a lot of people wanted to see.
Like what? Do you know?
I don't off the top of my head.
Okay.
No. I just know I saw a couple articles a while back of you can only watch it on this, and then a lot of people were really happy online that they could finally actually watch it and not have to pay the extra amount because Amazon Prime's are already expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's very.
It's $100.
It's $100
right?
a year.
Yeah.
But I mean, you pay it off once, and then you just reap all those benefits.
But then they had it to where it was $100 a year plus $5 a month.
Oh yeah, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 160 is a bit much.
So no, that didn't seem right at all.
Now, Jennifer.
Yes.
So, what types of animation stuff do you like watching?
Not a lot, but some. I don't know how to answer that question.
Like, what do you enjoy watching? Like, if there's you like any certain cartoons, like any certain animes?
I was a big fan of Bleach for a long time, and then I got so far behind that I didn't have time to catch up.
Yep.
And then I used to watch this little anime called Seven Ghost. There was only like 13 episodes. It was really good from what I remember, but they stopped making it after that point.
Oh, that's lame.
And you like Disney and Pixar and stuff like that,
Well,
though.
yeah, Disney movies. I mean, who doesn't?
What's your favorite Disney movie?
It's a tie between The Lion King and Hercules.
Two of the best Disney movies, and Gavin can go suck it with his Pinocchio.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Pinocchio.
Right? He's the only person I know ever who's liked Pinocchio, and is like, oh my gosh, it's my favorite movie.
I think I saw it once, and that was
Yeah,
pretty much
same.
it.
It's like I can see it one time and never have to see it again.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure we did your favorite. What was your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, I don't really remember offhand.
Well, think about it real quick. Come on, just like if You have all of the catalog of Disney.
Is Kung Fu Panda Disney?
Nope,
or
it
is
is
that Pixar?
not. That is
How to Train Your Dragon.
That's DreamWorks. That is.
I'm on a terrible slope right now.
Yep, you're doing bad.
Lion King.
There you go.
Solid choice.
Oh man. See, my top 3 are probably like that: Hercules, Lion King, Mulan.
I was gonna say
Because
Mulan.
Mulan has fantastic music.
Yep. But
Okay.
it's tough to beat Sir Elton John.
Yes, very, very tough. He's doing the music for. Never mind. I think he did the music for is doing the music for Romeo and Juliet 2.
Gotcha.
And I was like, wow, I didn't know that the first one made enough money to warrant Romeo and Juliet 2. And I think it's called Sherlock Gnomes, and Johnny Depp is in it.
Nice.
I'm like,
Nice.
huh.
Actually, you're going to be upset with this one. I do have it's right at the top for favorite Disney. Moana.
Ooh.
Loved it.
Yeah, he listens to whatever the main song is that she sings.
The something blood.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
She's
All
a
the
leaf
time.
on the wind and something. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep, that
That
one.
was good.
That one. Thank you. That's actually not the lyrics. That was
You done good, kid.
I tried.
You had the flow right.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys ready to talk about the main topic today?
Yep.
Okay. So Corey, you've been bugging me since you got on this stupid podcast about watching one movie, actually two movies in particular. One of them's later. 2 movies in particular. What are we watching?
Kingsglaive. That
Final
is
Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive. I looked it up. It's
it
Final
is
Fantasy
essentially
Kingsglaive.
a prequel to the Final Fantasy 15 game.
Now, I haven't played the Final Fantasy 15 game. And you have.
Yes,
Okay.
a lot.
A lot.
Yes, a lot.
Did you beat it?
Yes,
Okay, you beat it. Okay.
I haven't done the new DLC that came out for it, but
More DLC?
Yeah.
All new DLCs he has not done.
Oh. So what's the main premise of the game so we can then we can go into the movie?
the game follows.
Sorry, real quick. The only thing I know, it looks like a J-pop band. You know,
Yes.
that's all it is. That's all I've seen. It looks like a Japanese boy band. Yeah, they're just gonna go out and they're having fun.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. The main premise of it is Prince Noctis is trying to find his home city's destroyed, and he has to try and find the princess that he's betrothed to, and try and defeat the evil empire of Niflheim that destroyed the city and killed his father. That's a
That's
very
very brief,
very brief.
non-spoilery
Yes.
version of what Final Fantasy 15 is
Yeah,
about.
I don't. There's a lot more to it. And
You push a car, you drive a car.
you fly the car.
You can
eat
fly the
things.
car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed there was like a
There's
whole
a lot of food.
a whole lot of food, like, and they somehow like they're always camping.
Yes.
Like I saw that in one of my, I think I watched Achievement Hunter play a demo of it, and like they were like out in the middle of nowhere, and then they're like, okay guys, let's set up camp, and then like they start bringing all this stuff, and they're like, where did we keep all that? It's just like poof.
So the 4 people that are travel is Noctis, who's the prince, Prompto, who uses guns, Gladio, who's the muscle, and Ignis, who's the smart guy, and he's also the chef.
Is he's the one with glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
And excuse me, that was very surprising.
Well, we were talking about food.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. I got hungry. The recipes that they used in the game are actual recipes in real life.
Do they have a Final Fantasy 15 cookbook?
I wish they did. A fan actually made a cookbook of it.
Really?
But they also did a partnership with Nissan Ramen. And there's actually a quest in the game with Gladio, whose favorite dish is ramen. And you have to go, you choose either seafood, chicken, or beef for your favorite dish, or for his favorite meat. And you go and have to catch something and put it in the ramen.
Why don't you do pork?
It wasn't an option.
Well, that seems stupid.
Yep.
Pork ramen's delicious.
Yes. So this is all part of the game anyway, but the movie itself, Kingsglaive, all takes place before it and ends directly where the game begins.
So this movie came out in 2015.
16.
16. Okay, so that was after Liam had Whisper, right?
As before.
It's before Liam had Whisper.
Yes.
Okay.
Matt Mercer is a voice in Final Fantasy 15, so that's the tie-in.
Okay. Because I was wondering, I was like, the first time I saw that, I was like, that's freaking Whisper.
Yeah.
Okay. The 4 Critical Role fans that listen.
Yep.
Well,
3 are in here.
3 are in this room. So one more person will get that reference. So starting off, we have that main battle. Oh well, I guess we first start off with the
narration.
With the narration, with Lena Headey, talking about everything.
Yes, about the history of the Lucian reign, basically, and then the main capital city, Insomnia,
Which is cool.
And then Niflheim, and they're at war.
So her mom dies. Noctis is in a wheelchair, so kind of interested in how that works.
There's a reason for that. On top of doing the game and then Kingsglaive to tie it in, they did a 6-episode anime series, which gives backstory to all the characters. And in that, as him as a kid, you see how he got hurt.
Okay, so how he got hurt is when in that prologue, was it just he was hurt for a little bit? Or was he...
It was not a permanent thing.
Oh, it wasn't permanent. Okay.
No.
For whatever reason, because I think she said something about healing, is what I gathered. They went there for healing or something. So
some magic stuff.
Okay, so that's why I was like, And then I knew that he was walking around.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. He's in a boy band. They're not in wheelchairs. Something's wrong. So then we have a pretty cool fight. And in the beginning prologue with the Kingsglaive and what is it? It's just
and the Kingsglaive are the king's special guard.
Yeah.
And they were fighting against Niflheim, and they somehow managed to control demons. And in the game itself, demons come out at night, and it sucks.
So it's like Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly like Minecraft. They look like they came from Minecraft.
Okay, good. A little creeper running around.
Yep.
Now, I wanted to talk to you D&D wise. That's totally what Roxas and all of the whiskers look like. By the way.
Oh, okay.
It's just when you think about it from now on, that's what they look like. Except put little cat ears on the hoods. So there you go.
Okay.
That's Roxas and all the whiskers. 3 people are going to know that reference, and they're all in here.
Yep.
So, now, when you you got this movie, so I assume it came with 15.
His collector's edition.
How much was the collector's edition?
$300.
Holy shnikes.
Before we got married.
Oh yeah, it was definitely before. There's no way.
It was. She wasn't very happy.
You didn't say.
They had an event go on that I was going to stay up for, where they announced 15 different things about Final Fantasy. They had the voice actors come on for the Kingsglaive and stuff like that, and then they were going to announce when the release was. Then they announced this midnight, which was like 10 minutes away, on the Square Enix shop, the collector's edition, which only has 10,000 copies worldwide, will be available, and it was $300. So I was like, I woke her up, which she never wakes up. I was like, hey, I'm going to buy a game. She's like, okay.
Not saying the amount or anything
not
like
at all.
that.
Got back into bed. It was $300, by the way.
Wow.
We haven't even bought her wedding dress at the time.
And I brought that up.
So this is actually marriage counseling.
Yep.
So
worth
it.
We've talked it through. It's good now. Wedding dress is paid off.
I owe her a $300 game.
So Jennifer, did you play it or did you just watch Corey play it?
I just watched.
Okay. Was it a fun watch?
It was.
Okay.
It was especially fun watching him get frustrated.
Nice.
Because he tried to fight things that were way above his level.
It's only 20 levels.
Only by like 20 levels.
Do you not just grind?
Yeah, but then you go fight harder stuff.
Yeah. Or you grind, you get super grind, and then you go through the story and you just breeze through all that.
There's no.
but then that's not fun.
Oh, that's the best. That's how I play Assassin's Creed. Like I will do everything I could possibly do side story wise, and then when I get to the main story, it's just like stab. Well, I was done. All right. I was easily able to evade everybody.
Yay!
No, this is great because then you're like, yes, I am a BA assassin.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
After you get with the fight and stuff like that, it gives you a little bit more backstory with the fact that Niflheim is offering a truce, in a sense.
Yeah.
And they they go to Insomnia. I keep wanting to say Insomnium. That's a band. And it's throwing me off. And they, of course, it's obviously a trap.
Yeah.
But the main guy, Nyx Ulrich, who is voiced by Aaron Paul, doesn't believe anything of the whole sword, but he is basically the best of all of the Kingsglaive.
He's the hero.
They say that a lot. He even calls himself a hero.
I like that where he's like, "Don't you know I'm the hero?" I was
That's
like,
my
"Oh, that's
favorite
nice."
line.
It's a really good
I
line.
even put it on Facebook.
So here's I have one qualm about this movie. I don't think the mixing was very good.
No, I agree.
The music and like the score was way louder than the voices, and that was like I kept having to turn it up and turn it down constantly.
Yeah.
Because you'll have a big part where you can't hear anybody and the music just swells, and then there'll be no music and it sounds like they're shouting,
Pretty
which
much.
sucked.
Yeah,
That was
an
my
annoyance.
main complaint about the movie.
And a couple of people,
A couple of the characters,
like their mouths,
Yeah.
don't quite sync with the words.
Yeah, that happens sometimes when you dub because you got to try and match as best you
Yeah.
can, and there's only so much that you can edit with that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, I thought it looked fantastic.
Visually, it's amazing.
Yeah, the hair, good lord,
Yep.
anime hair is fantastic.
I wish I had anime hair.
Oh, right. It just looks so real. Like, and a lot of the it's again what they do, especially in Japanese animation. So much attention to detail, just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like when I can't remember what's the princess's name.
Luna Freya.
Luna Freya. When Todd Haberkorn's character, oh no, Todd Haberkorn died, boo-hoo. When his character puts the ring on and is falling, when she grabs it, she's got a little bit of that ash on her hand. I was like, see? Attention to detail.
Yep.
That doesn't happen very much in American stuff. You
No,
just
it
be like, oh, he fell. And miraculously the ring would like pop off and like land there. That's what would happen in an American type thing. But I mean, yeah, other than that, I thought the music was good because you heard it all the time.
You never talk about music.
I know, exactly. This is the negative on music because it was just so loud all the time. But I thought the action scenes were really good. It makes me want to find Whisper and do all that because that would be super cool. I liked whenever they would throw it and like, they'd have like a little bit of that magic left on their face and on their body. I thought that was really
like
cool.
Red,
I thought that was
red designs.
exactly.
And
I
stuff.
thought that was a really good touch. And it was all of that little cascadey looking everything that was on all of the King's magic is all over it. I thought that was really, really cool. And like when they would explode or whatever, there was like the little bitty bits of the red and orange little scales that would come off. I thought that was really, really cool. It was a really, really nice touch.
Yeah. Again, like you said, Japanese detail.
Exactly. So, what would you guys like? Actually, let's get the dislikes out of the way. That was my main dislike, was the mixing. And then a couple of the characters, mainly our semi-antagonist, the Kingsglaive guy with the broken leg.
Yeah, I can't even remember his
I
name.
don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He looked out of place. Everybody else looked like they belonged in that world. He looked like he belonged in like Xenoblade or something.
Yeah.
Like he came from a different game.
Just a little off.
Yeah.
Jennifer?
I don't have any dislikes.
Perfect.
It's a perfect
I
movie.
really enjoy it. That's the second or third time we've watched it, and
Yeah.
I just get swept up in it, and I don't pay attention to the stuff that I don't like.
That's good.
It's all, I enjoy it overall, and I'm not a big nitpicker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really pick out the bad stuff. If I enjoy it, that's usually just the overwhelming feeling is I just enjoy it.
Well, I mean that's pretty good coming from me. Like, I only have 2 nitpicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them would easily be fixed.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so then the positives. Because my nitpick is that same guy as well. He irritated me.
Yeah, he's not a fan.
So, positives?
Positives.
What you got?
Oh,
so it's all you this time right now.
The action scenes were fantastic. Our main character designs, I love the way they look. The backgrounds are freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole city of Insomnia is awesome. I love how we had that little Osgiliath scene at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's super cool. I really like it. And everybody retreats at the end. Yeah, I mean, I like the story. The story was really good. It had me guessing. I didn't know that, spoilers, I didn't know that the captain was the evil general. I was like, oh, snap.
Yep.
That's crazy. I liked that the bad Kingsglaive guys turned on the good Kingsglaive.
Mm-hmm.
Magicians fell. I thought that was good. It was a really, really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm probably going to go buy 15 and Kingsglaive probably this afternoon. Because now I want to play 15.
15 is amazing. I guess I do have one nitpick, and it's not with the movie. It's with Square Enix in general. When I bought the collector's edition, one of the biggest things I was so excited for was the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
So I could listen to it in my car. They put the soundtrack on a Blu-ray disc. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So I can only listen to it on my console.
Have you tried putting your Blu-ray in the CD player? It didn't work?
No, not at all. But yeah, back to the positives. One of my favorite characters is Arden, who is the Chancellor for the bad guys. He's played by Darren DePaul.
Yeah.
Very kind of flamboyant, over the top, and you don't really get much of a sense of how evil he is in this movie, but in the game, all he does is just terrorize people.
Okay.
And he's awesome.
I like this hat.
I like his sleeve thing.
Yeah, what is up with that sleeve thing?
It was almost like a wing.
Yeah, like when Kev was like, is he like part, like, because like when they first showed him like walking up, it was like from the back, and I was like, is he like half demon thing? Like, what is it? Is that his arm, or is
I think it was a slight nod to Sephiroth.
Okay, I can see it.
That's what I have always guessed because of his wing. So I could be wrong.
I can see it.
And like you said, the battles, and the kind of disintegrating and coming back whenever he teleports with Whisper.
Yeah, I liked the voice acting was really, really good. Mm-hmm. I thought it was really good.
Aaron Paul did better than I thought he would do.
There was the majority of the time I didn't know that was Aaron Paul, and now it's like that's how you know you've got a good, like when someone's in the role, when you can't tell it just sounds like, yeah, like I can't say his wonderful catchphrases from Breaking Bad on the show. So yeah, it's one of those where I'm like, okay, cool. Like there were a couple times where I'm like, okay, yeah, it's Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
But then like at the beginning I was wondering, I was like, which one's Aaron Paul supposed to be? And then he talked a little bit more like, oh, it's you, the main guy. Cool. I got it. I mean there's some cons, Todd Haberkorn. But other than that, I mean I thought it was really good.
And sadly Sean Bean died again.
Well, Sean Bean is contractually obligated to always die.
What about you?
I really like how everything seemed to flow. The story didn't jump, other than the prologue scene at the beginning, but everything flowed really well. I also liked that not all of the characters, although the Kingsglaive, only like Nyx and a couple others didn't get sick whenever they did the little warping thing.
Oh yeah.
So I like that they showed that not everyone is honestly meant to have this power, that it does have adverse effects.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
Cool.
Wish they would go into a little bit more. I mean, I understand that, this is 2 hours to set up the game, but I wouldn't mind a special just Kingsglaive backstory.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. You do get more backstory with the Ring of Luci.
Is that 6-part anime?
No. Like in the game itself.
Oh, it's okay.
The Ring of Luci is a very big, important part, which is what Niflheim was going after in the movie.
Do you meet any of those people back again? Like any of the people that we...
From Kingsglaive?
Yeah.
No, but you can get Nyx's daggers.
Really?
Yes.
Do we not see Luna Freya in that game?
Oh yeah, you see Luna Freya.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
And Sean Bean's there.
And Arden. So, like the main people you do.
So you don't see Pill Pop and Cast Guy?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Oh, thank God.
Nope, he's gone.
Good. I want to try to kill him.
But it goes into a lot more depth of the Ring of Lucii and why it's specifically for the Lucian bloodline, essentially. With the exception of Nyx this time.
I would say, no, I do have a fault. The one thing that I don't like is that Nyx dies.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, we don't see Nyx die.
He
kind
of does a little vampire in the sun thing.
He does.
So that's my one thing, but I can't change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he would have been awesome to come up against or something like that. Just like, or to see in the game.
To see in the game?
Yeah. What did you think
He's kind of like a Zack character.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of the 2 walls for the city?
I thought that was cool. I thought we have our main wall, and then the second wall of the city is
the
just
old wall.
Is just the
statues,
ancient king statues. That was really cool.
That blew me away the first time I saw it, because they're like, "Can you control the old wall?" I'm like, "There's no other wall in the city right now. Like, what are you talking about?"
Maybe it's another wall that like springs up.
Yeah, that's what
I was thinking, and I'm like, "Oh, but no, it's like."
And then they can throw their building-sized swords and still teleport to them.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
I love how that's like. Is that just the thing that the king does? Will have all the kings been able to like throw their sword and teleport?
That's strictly the king's power from the crystal.
That's super cool.
Noctis does that.
Really?
Yep.
See, well, now I gotta play Noctis.
And then his 3 party members all can do stuff like that. Also, they summon up swords out of nowhere and everything like that.
Okay, sweet.
And it's not just swords.
It's guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, no. Prompto doesn't summon the guns. He just uses guns.
Oh, okay. He's just your regular gunslinger.
Yep. But no, it's when you play the game, a lot of stuff that happens in the movies, you're going to realize like, oh wow, okay.
Okay.
But even without having played the game, the movie itself is enjoyable.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Again, like I watched it without playing it. I mean, and I had, I don't think I played Final Fantasy VII until I watched Advent Children.
Okay.
And so then I was like, oh snap, there was story here that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So then I went and played 7. And I'm like, oh, I got it.
So, no, it's one of my favorite animated films for sure.
It's really good. It's really good for. And usually I'm not a fan of like the super CG style, but this one really really good.
Square Enix kills it every time with that though.
Like I thought Advent Children was good for the time. I mean, I haven't seen Advent Children in
it still holds
time. Up. Okay.
And what was the one they had before? Spirits Within. Terrible movie, but
terrible
visually it looked really good though.
Yeah. I was one of those like, why'd you call it Final Fantasy? It had really nothing to do with Final Fantasy.
Yeah. It was strange. Maybe that's why it was a Final Fantasy thing, because it was just strange.
It was just weird. Like, it's the Final Fantasy of this genre. But yeah, I thought it was like a very enjoyable movie. So you guys wanna rank it and then go into the top 5?
Yeah. Do you have a ranking?
Like for every movie ever?
No.
We rank from 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. You can use a point system, I guess.
He's the only one that doesn't.
It's just
stupid. No, you did last week.
I used a half. I didn't use a point.
So sorry.
So
yeah.
You said like 4.5.
4.5 instead of 4.5.
Oh, fancy.
Yes.
Using those fractions.
But you I use Dipper Pines. He uses Durgans. So you have to have a 5 something out of something.
I will say it is a 4 puppy dogs.
4 puppy dogs.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5 Durgans.
I'm gonna give it 4 Dipper Pines. Because again, like the mixing, that was just that just sucked for me because I hate having to constantly adjust.
Which that doesn't bother me personally whenever the music's good.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing I didn't notice at all was because like I'm just so immersed and it's like being in an IMAX and the music is just.
I just don't have
pelting you
good.
in the
I
face.
just don't have good hearing.
And that's-
so when someone's like, "Hey, I was like talking like this," I'm like, "What? Speak up, sir. I can't hear you."
Yeah, and also at the beginning of the movie, whenever the volume was perfectly fine, I asked you to turn it up because I knew it was still going to kind of be an issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to keep turning it up too because again, people were just like
Yeah.
whispering.
So overall, I mean, everyone gave it a 4+.
Yeah. Gavin would have given it a 2.
Probably.
Yeah. But okay, yeah. I mean, that was. I honestly, yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna probably go buy both of them later today, just because I now want to play them.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to play games at the moment, but
You can make time for this one.
I want to make time for this one.
And
But it's also Final Fantasy, and I mean, I've only played 2 of them. I played 7, 3. I've played 7, X, and X2, and I guess Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. it's Square Enix and their Final Fantasy characters. So I mean, I've played a few of them, but it's also like I don't know because I know it's going to be like a 20-hour game.
Well, that's the thing. It can be. It can be much longer.
Well, I never just go through story. I have to play all the side stuff.
There's a lot of side stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's why it took me, I think, almost a month to beat Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Just because everything's there. Same thing with like Brotherhood and all those other ones. It takes me like a month to beat those games because I have to do everything on it.
It's
Maybe
gonna
not
take you a
collect
while.
all the flags.
Yeah.
Because that sucks. But I mean, I have to do all the story stuff.
No, it'll take you a while, but it's well worth it.
Okay.
So,
All right. Ready to go to the top 5?
yep.
All right. Top 5.
And now for another top 5.
All right, so this week on the top 5, to stick with our Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive topic, we decided to do our top 5 Final Fantasy characters.
Yep.
So I guess we can go ahead and start. Corey.
My number 5 is Gladio, and he is in Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
He's the muscle.
He's the muscle.
Yep. Just his attitude and everything else, I just immediately liked. And he also kind of just doesn't put up with Noctis' crap.
Nice. Jennifer.
Top 5 or
Yep.
my number 5?
Your number 5.
My number 5 is Prompto. He is also in the game, and he's just the most precious little thing.
Is he the little blonde guy?
He is the little blonde guy. He's the blonde gunslinger, and he's precious and
Has the saddest part in the game.
yes, and
Oh.
you get to see, you get to delve into what happens to him and get a little bit more of his story, and you just can't help but love him after that.
Oh, so he's a little cinnamon roll boy.
Yeah.
And he's the only one in the group that's not royalty.
Oh, everybody else is royals? Oh, interesting. Okay. My number 5, I went with someone from Final Fantasy 13. Have not played it. I played the demo.
Okay.
I went with Lightning because she's super BA.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I haven't actually played it other than the demo. But I liked what I played,
It's a fun one.
and she looks awesome.
Yeah.
She's got pink hair, y'all. That's dope.
That's cool.
There's a few people that had pink hair in that one.
I don't know. I haven't played all of it.
My number 4 is from Final Fantasy 13, Snow. He is the blonde-haired guy with the trench coat.
Okay, yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, he, again, the muscle of the group, and doesn't take crap from Lightning.
You really like the muscle people, right?
Yeah, he's
I
just all
like the
bros.
muscles. Yep. But no, it's something about his character just stuck with me. I really enjoyed him quite a bit.
Nice.
My number 4 is Gladio. Sorry, I've only seen you play 15 and a friend play 12 and watch this movie.
Fair enough.
So number 4 is Gladio, and he's on the list. Similar for what you said, Corey. He's the muscle. He doesn't take any crap. But he's also the pretty boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
He reminds me a lot of and won't be the only ones to get this, but he reminds me a lot of Travis, like the muscle, but he's also really good looking, and he knows it.
Nice. That makes sense. Yeah, Travis definitely knows. My number 4 is going to be Titus from Final Fantasy X, because honestly, the hair, the tan, and he has that super cool like half coat thing that he wears.
Yeah,
that's super cool. Plus, again, it's one of the only Final Fantasy games I've played.
10 had Blitzball. It's amazing.
It had 10-2 had a lot of Blitzball. That's all that 10-2 was Blitzball.
My number 3 is Arden, who is the bad guy in Final Fantasy 15.
He's the muscle for the
exactly.
The
he's the muscle. When you play the game, you'll realize why he's up there in my favorites. Just because he's very different compared to all the other bad guys. That's like, I just want to take over the world or anything like that.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything else until start playing
until I play it. Well, thank you.
Number 3, I did write down Noctis, but I changed my mind because I realized that I don't really like Noctis. But I would have to say Cloud, since we're on a hair theme, because of the hair, and his sword is just really cool.
Kidding.
Yep.
That Buster Sword's dope.
Yep.
My number 3 is going to be Vincent. Because, dude, are you kidding me? It's freaking Vincent.
Do you remember who he is?
I have no idea.
Wears red, has the black hair, the gun blades.
On Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
He's with Cloud.
I knew.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, Vincent, because he's a BA dude. He's super BA.
Yeah.
What was that? They made a game just with him. What was that one?
Final Fantasy Cerberus.
Cerberus. Haven't played that one.
Don't.
Oh, it's bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really upset.
Dang, that sucks.
My number 2 is Vincent.
Oh, okay.
For previous stated reasons.
Is he the muscle?
Yes, he's the muscle.
Yes, he's the muscle. Yes.
His guns have muscles.
He's the muscle of Team Cloud.
Ugh.
My number 2 would be Nyx from the movie. I just think
that's good. I didn't even think about
so cool.
Yeah, I didn't think of that either.
And I like, my favorite line from the whole movie is where he's like, "Don't you know, I'm the hero around here." And he finally accepts that he is awesome and that he can do all the things.
I love his his fade and then his braids and then his like almost mullet thing.
Yeah.
It's super
But I
good.
like that he doesn't have super weird hair.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have overly anime hair.
Yeah.
This is very true. Speaking of overly anime hair, my number 2, I'm just kidding, she doesn't. It's Tifa.
Nice.
Because I like the muscle. She's like Lara Croft before Lara Croft. I mean, plus she's dope, and she gets with Cloud, so it's a win-win.
There you go. Any honorable mentions at all?
What you got?
I have 2.
Okay.
Because they are 2 of the best things in Final Fantasy ever.
Chocobos?
Chocobos and Moogles. Don't diss the Moogle. They're amazing.
I'll put Nyx as an honorable mention.
Okay.
Because very sad that I didn't even think about popping him in.
Yeah.
But again, I've only seen it once, so...
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Then I would like to put... Barrett.
Of course.
Because I want the muscle.
Nice.
It's just all about the muscle.
Yep.
I would have to say, what's the one thing from the demo?
Yuffie.
The little
Oh, Carbuncle.
carbuncle. That thing was so cute.
This is a summon.
It's a little
Okay.
summon, and it counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll count it.
If we're doing that, I'm throwing in Ifrit.
Where you stand on Yuffie? Right? It's like, you get her, it's like, Yuffie can join your party. No.
Oh, cool.
It's okay. She doesn't have to.
I'll stick with Waka.
It's like, I'll just go with Barrett again. I mean, he's BA, so.
Yeah. Like, I hate Waka, and I'll choose him over Luffy anytime. It's not even the same game, but there's the hate there.
Oh, she's just bad.
Yeah.
She just doesn't do anything. And she's annoying. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Number 1s.
You know what my number 1 is.
It's the muscle for the bad guys.
Yep. It is a bad guy. It's the bad guy. Sephiroth.
Yeah, the muscle.
Yep.
He got that sword.
What's the sword's name?
I don't know. It's like 30 feet long.
Masamune.
Oh, convenient. Cute.
Yep. No, he is probably one of my favorite villains of any video game, and a complete bamf.
Nice.
My number one is Balthier from 12, only because my best friend in college played 12 every day of her life, and so that was always on the TV. And she also had a little statue of him, and the voice actor Gideon Emery is amazing.
Nice. My number one, I have a 3-way tie. Corey's going to take 2 of them and throw them in the gutter.
Yes.
My number one is going to be Sora and Roxas from Kingdom Hearts.
Gutter.
Yep. So my number one is also going to be Cloud Strife.
Mm-hmm.
Because, dude, it's Steve Burton, and he's awesome. And again, he has a ridiculously big Buster Sword. I hated that you had to fall in love with Aerith. I thought that was a lame move. Because he has more... Never mind, sorry. We're not going to talk about Final Fantasy relationships. But no, I loved playing as him. I thought the game was good. I loved him in Advent Children. Mm-hmm. That's what made me want to play the game. So, plus he's got a cool wolf.
Yeah.
His arm's all messed up.
He's
definitely BA.
Yep. But that's all I got.
So no Roxas and Sora?
No.
Why? They're Final Fantasy characters.
No, they're not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Kingdom Hearts is Final Fantasy.
It's half and half.
Then they're half Final Fantasy characters.
All right. How about this?
Then they're
for the same argument. In Soul Calibur 4, they had DLC for Yoda. Is Yoda a Soul Calibur character?
Yes, because he's in Soul Calibur.
No.
Yes, if you're in the game, that's what you are.
No.
Like in Dead or Alive, they have a Spartan in there that you can unlock.
Yes.
So yes, that Spartan is a Dead or Alive character.
He was not part of the game. He was DLC. He was forced onto the game.
She was part of the game. She was an unlockable.
So dumb.
It's the best.
But that's all I got.
That's all we got. Well, so what's next?
Sword of the Stranger.
Or you should watch those prequels.
Yeah.
Those 6
Ooh,
episodes.
we should watch those 6 prequels.
They're pretty good.
Maybe we should do... See, what we should do is we did this one. Now we should do like one of the Persona series game. Like one of the Persona... Well, no, I guess those are series. They're not movies.
I haven't seen any of them.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know they did like 3 OVAs for Persona 3.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we watch those 3 and then kind of contrast. Like this movie and then like the Persona movies.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe. But you guys are moving soon, so
yeah,
your time is precious.
Yes, it is. It needs to be all for packing.
Okay, so Corey, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Majestic Corey.
You can find me on Twitter at Mrs. Seals 16. So original.
Why did you have to do 16? Were there 15 other Mrs. Seals?
Yes. I don't think it would count. But we got married in 2016. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You can find me... Stupid phone. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Kane. You can find the podcast on Instagram at Animation Station Podcast, on Twitter at Animate Podcast, on Tumblr at Animation Station Podcast, and on Facebook, you go to the Animation Station Podcast. You can also find all of our episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, and our website, worldwideweb.animationstationpodcast.com.
And you have to spell out World Wide Web.
Yes, you have to put out worldwide. We should actually do www.worldwideweb.animationstationpodcast.
Sounds terrible.
That would be awful, though, and we'd never go. Okay, so that was fun. I wonder, if you type in World Wide Web and then just dot, do you think it just takes out the World Wide Web and just puts www?
I think that's the secret code to get into the black market.
The black internet, black market.
I was thinking dark web.
The dark web.
That's what I was thinking was with that, but I got mixed up. So dark web.
That's how you get to the black market.
That's the passcode.
Yep. That's Black Amazon. It's like, oh, you want to buy a gun and a grenade? There you go. Go to Black Amazon.
Be there in 2 days.
Oh yeah, that's Black Prime. All right, so for the animations. Well, first off, thanks for coming on, Jennifer.
You're
I know you didn't really have a choice considering you carpooled.
Well, I could have stayed at home and sleep, but this was fun.
All right. So for the Animation Station Podcast, I'm Josh.
I'm Corey.
I'm Jennifer.
Bye-bye, little butterfly.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Animation Station Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Animation Station Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Animate Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes and join the conversation at secretsuperheroclub.com, where you can connect with our podcast friends, Cloud City Cast, Getting Into Comics, and Shaun of the Gathering.